Hi children, today I am going to tell a nice yet another story of how Krishna was born, Krishna Jananam, right? We are all celebrating Janmashtami, no? You all know that. Nicely you put nice images of Krishna's feet, right? So then you make a lot of, you offer so many, you pray Krishna, you offer so many things to Krishna. So you all heard of Janmashtami or Sri Jayanti or Krishna Jayanti, the day when Krishna was born many mere years ago. But you know the story of how Krishna was born? It's an interesting story. Okay, so Krishna's mother's name is, you all know Krishna's mother as Yashoda. Actually, Yashoda is of course Krishna's mom, but Krishna was not born to Yashoda. Krishna was born to Vasudeva and Devaki. So Devaki was the daughter of a king, right? His name is Ugrasena. And Devaki's brother's name is Kamsa. So that Kamsa was a demon king. Ugrasena was a nice ruler, but his son Kamsa was a very cruel king. So he put his father in jail and he started ruling the kingdom of Madura. So when Devaki was given in marriage to Vasudeva, Kamsa being Devaki's brother, he was very fond of his sister, but so what he did, he made both his sister Devaki and Vasudeva the new bride and the groom in a nice, beautiful, decorated chariot on the day of their marriage. And he was riding the chariot because he was fond of his sister. Though he was bad, he was very fond of his sister. He had a lot of love and affection for her. So he himself wanted to ride the chariot. So when he was coming in procession along with the new bride and the groom, Vasudeva and Devaki, there came a voice from the air. Those days people used to call it as Ashriri. Ashriri means, Sharir means you can see somebody. Asharir means you cannot see, but you will hear the voice. That is called Ashrir, right? That voice said, "Hey Kamsa, hey Kamsa, you are riding your sister so happily like this. But do you know one thing? The eighth child that is going to be born to your sister will kill you, because it is like a curse. Because Kamsa, though he was good to his sister, he was bad to everybody else. He was not a good ruler. Nobody liked him and people were suffering. So God decided that his ruling has to be somehow ended. It has to be put to an end. So that was the divine will of the God. He decided that he will be born as the eighth child of Devaki and will kill Kamsa and relieve people of all the trouble. So when that voice came, Kamsa got very wild. He got immediately angry. How is it? My own sister's son is going to kill me? No, I will not allow that to happen. I am going to now kill my sister herself. If my sister is not there, how her son can kill me? So like that, he immediately took the sword and wanted to kill Devaki. So then Vasudeva, the new husband of Devaki, pleaded to Kamsa, "Kamsa, please don't do that. After all, she is just married today and her eighth son will come so many years later. Why are you killing her now? Please don't do that. You please wait. Whenever we get a child, we will give the child to you so that you do whatever you want. Plus now, please don't kill Devaki now. You spare her." So, okay, it made, for a moment, though he was angry, it made sense to him. He said, "Okay, I will not kill her now, but I will put her behind the bars. I will put her in prison. She has to be under my custody. I will not leave her out now." So then he agreed. So he put both Vasudeva and Devaki in a prison. What is a prison? You all know, no? Prison is a place where you cannot go out. You will be confined to a small room. They will give you food there, and all the time you will be under the lock and key. You are not free to move out anywhere. So people would be watching you all the time. So you cannot escape from their watchful eyes. So that is the status of being in a prison. So Devaki and Vasudeva, they did not have any other option. Kamsa being a very cruel king, they had to simply accept they resigned to their fate and decided to stay in the prison. So after some time, of course, children were born. They got their children. So when the first child was born, it is only the 8th child. Kamsa need not have killed the first child. Kamsa, of course, killed the first child too. But somebody confused Kamsa. They are telling 8th child, but it can be 8th from the beginning or 8th from the end. How do you know? When he heard this, as soon as the child was born, they gave the child to Kamsa. The information was sent to him that Devaki has given birth to a baby. So Kamsa came to the prison. He saw the small baby, and they handed over the baby to Kamsa. As soon as they handed over the baby, he simply caught the neck. He was cruel. Okay, he killed the baby. So like that, but Devaki was feeling very bad, but she could not do anything. You may think, how can one kill the baby? Why it has happened? But certain things at this stage you cannot understand. Sometimes certain actions of God you will understand only at a later date why it is happening. Those babies also were also born with a curse. They were born for a purpose, and as soon as they were born, they were to be killed. So it happened like that at the will of the God. So like that, all the 6 children or 7, all were killed by Kamsa. So then 7th child, when it was born, it was again God's will. That child had to be saved. So without anybody's knowledge, even when the child, even before its birth, it was taken to a safe place. So that child later became Balram. So now Krishna is the divine child. He is none other than the incarnation of Lord Narayana, Lord Mahavishnu, about whom you have heard. He is now coming to the earth with a purpose. He is taking an avatar as Krishna, because the main reason behind Krishna avatar, God, when he is coming in the form of a God, when he feels that in the earth people are doing many wrong things, and the mother earth is pleading to Bhagwan Narayana that the earth is so full of wrong things, lot of demons are there, they are bothering me so much, you have to come and do something. So Krishna is specifically taking an avatar, coming down to the earth as a man and trying to set right all wrong things and establish what is correct. He is coming down to earth to establish righteous things. When people are doing wrong things, Bhagavan is taking an avatar. So his intention of coming to the earth is to establish righteous things. That is why he took an avatar of Krishna as a child, and it is called Krishna avatar. Okay, in this avatar, Narayana assumed the name as Krishna. Right? Why he is named as Krishna, I will tell later. Now Devaki and Vasudeva are in the jail, and Krishna is about to be born. Right? So Krishna is nobody else. Just I told you, he is the incarnation of God, avatar of God. So when God is going to be born, the entire atmosphere is different. It is not the usual prison. The prison itself gets lighted up. It is just what to say, when lights are there glowing, no? So it is so bright, the entire area is bright. Vasudeva is awake, Devaki is about to give birth. So it is so bright and sparkling. But when it is so bright and sparkling, the outside the watchmen are there, no, who are guarding the prison. They are all fast asleep. Is it possible? Normally they are supposed to be awake. But Lord made them all sleep. And Krishna is born. And Krishna was not born like a very small baby, like how you see just born babies, just this much, no, you can just hold them in your hand like this. But Krishna was not born like that. Though for a moment, though he was born like that, immediately he took the form of a small boy, like a 5-year-old boy. Wonderful boy. The beauty of the face and the glow in the face just could not be explained. He was shining with beauty, and Devaki and Vasudeva were astonished to see the Lord. So he was a small balak, and he was looking so like amazing look, you can say. Arpudam, what we call beautiful. And he was a balak, and he was holding Shankha and Chakra in his hands, right? And with a small mace, what we call as Gatha, and bright, he is looking and smiling with all jewelry adorned. He was looking so beautiful. You ask Mama to show you the small Balak Krishna, his picture. He appeared like that in front of his parents. They were astonished. He is telling, don't worry, Mama and Papa, I have come to save you. So now I will again become like a small baby. I am just giving you a glimpse of who I am. Just they with folded hands, Vasudeva and Devaki, with folded hands, they are praying to Krishna. Oh Bhagavan, Vishnu, you have come here as a small child to save us. We are so grateful to you. Please do tell what we have to do further. So Krishna is telling, don't worry. Now what you have to do is, now I'll become a small baby again. You take me in a basket, and now you are in Mathura. You take me to Gokulam village, right? In Gokulam village, there is a house, Yashoda. That Gokulam village is a yard, like cowherds. Lot of their main duty is they were all taking care of cows, and lot of cows were there, and they used to get milk. All the whatever the in Mathura village people want, no, milk, ghee, everything they were supplying. The village chief name is called Nandagopa, and his wife is called Yashoda. So there is a house, the village chief house, Nandagopa's house is there. There his wife Yashoda Ma is there. In that house there is a small baby girl is just born. She is none other than Durga Ma, Maya Devi is born there. You go, leave me there and bring that Maya here. So this is what you have to do. Because in prison actually Vasudeva and Devaki were chained. All the chains got released on their own, and the big door which was locked, iron door, it broke and gave way to Vasudeva to leave. Simply it was raining very heavily, so all were fast asleep. Nobody knew what happened. So Vasudeva took a basket like this on his head, kept Krishna into that basket and started walking in that, and there was Vasudeva alone could see the way in that dark rainy day. So when he reached Yamuna was flooded. The water was going up to this. He did not know how to go. But surprisingly, when Vasudeva touched near Yamuna, the Yamuna gave way. The Yamuna Devi, the river goddess, gave way. All this, no, you can only listen now and think everything is possible by God, who has, God is the creator, right? So he has created us. So everything, whatever is not possible by man, is definitely possible by God. You can all appreciate this only when you believe in God. You should have total surrender to God, because the creator can do all these wonders and miracles are possible by the creator. So such things you have to now take into your head when you, so we have to do your duty, but we have to do our duty in a nice meticulous way and have faith in our creator, who is who can do many miracles, and what we just cannot even think, he will be in a position to do. So that is the one such act is the birth of Krishna. So then Yamuna gave way. So Krishna was just put on, the Vasudeva put Krishna in a small basket, kept on his head like this, and walked through the river. And so that the Krishna should not get wet in the rain, so he needed one umbrella. Who came as umbrella? No, the Adisesha, the snake. This, what is, if you see, you ask your mama to show you where Lord Narayana is lying down in Rang. His bed is none other than the big snake, right? So he is lying on the snake bed. Our Narayana, if you see in the pictures, that Adisesha is coming in the water and making an umbrella like this, so that Krishna was not getting wet because of the rain. So like that, Yamu crossed Yamuna river and reached Gokulam village. In the Gokulam village, again there everyone was sleeping, because entire village was sleeping. And in Yashoda's house, Yashoda Devi had given birth to a small baby, girl baby, and she was also very tired and she was also sleeping. So quietly Vasudeva went. It is all the act of God again. So they did not know how Vasudeva could enter. So nobody questioned him. Vasudeva entered into the house of Nandagopa, and he kept the small boy baby in. We left the boy baby in her cradle and took the girl baby with him and came back. So nobody knew. Yashoda Devi thought, oh, Krishna was born there, because when she woke up, only she thought of this boy baby was only there. Vasudeva came back, right? And again he came back to the prison. And as soon as he entered the prison, again all locks, it got locked automatically. They locked. And only that time all the and the child started crying. This girl baby whom he brought from Nandagopa's house, Gokulam village. That girl started quack, 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 quack. She started making big noise. That time only all these gods, security guards at the entrance of the prison, they woke up and said, oh, the child is born, this is a girl child. See, God, what he did, he even made Devaki forget for a moment that it is she thought only this girl is born for a moment. Then only so when Kamsa is coming, so she is pleading to Kamsa, oh, why this is after girl child, what she will do to you, please don't kill her. But Kamsa did not bother. No, I am going to kill her. He is just took the child in his hand. The moment he took the child just flew off from Kamsa's hand, because she is not an ordinary child. She is again the incarnation of goddess Durga. She went up in the sky and started laughing. She laughed like that and said, hey Kamsa, ye fool, the person who is going to kill you is born in some other village. He is there. He is now in Gokulam village. He is born there. You are now trying to kill me? No way. So she smiled and she vanished in the air. So Kamsa got very furious. He did not know what to do. Now he cannot do anything. Krishna has now safely gone to Gokulam village. Then the story starts. Now it is only so Krishna has gone to Gokulam village as a baby. Now Kamsa will send lot of demons and other things, other furious, so many people, bad people, to kill, somehow search for this new baby who is born and try to kill him. But Krishna overpowers everybody. That is a different, many stories are there how Krishna even as a child so killed so many demons and asuras sent by Kamsa. That we will tell in future stories. Now today this is the story of our Lord Krishna, who was born in prison at Mathura as Devaki's son. He was born as Devaki's son, and he got nurtured by, and he grew up as Yashoda's son, right? So Jai Shri Krishna. Today you say Jai Shri Krishna after listening to this story. We will end this story with this, and we will meet with the Krishna's different pranks, how he managed other demons. We will continue in the next stories. Okay? Jai Shri Krishna.